Hello and welcome to my review of the Adeptus Titanicus Warhound Scout Titans. I thought, as we're getting a brand new Titan for Adeptus Titanicus, I'd continue with my Adeptus Titanicus Titan reviews as a lead up to my Warhammer 40,000 Titan reviews coming in the not too distant future. I managed to pick these up with the Adeptus Titanicus boxed game, the one that also came with 2 Reavers and a couple of Knight Lancers. Thought it was a fantastic set, and in my opinion should have been the set that they started off with, and then eventually released the set with the Warlord Titans in. But they did cotton on in the end and made a set with these Warhounds and Reavers. We won't really be looking at the rules today. It's more of a look at the detail and some size comparisons, and of course some size comparisons with the 28mm scale Titans as well, which I always like to do with these Adeptus Titanicus models. If you were to get this pack of Titans separately, you're looking at £40, so they're £20 each. Not too bad when you consider they are, you know, mini versions of the Titans that are currently out, and you get plenty of options here. A way that you'd like to kit them out. You can magnetize them too. They're very magnet friendly, and if you don't want to spend about £430 on a single Warhound Titan, this may well be your only and cheapest way of becoming somewhat of a mini Titan owner. You know, you can own your own Warhound Titan or your own Warlord Titan. I mean, even Warlords are pretty pricey in plastic, but there we go. Let's have a look at these Warhounds themselves. So I've just glued everything on these. I just, you know, these are going to be it. I can't see when I'll be playing a game of Adeptus Titanicus, which is a bit of a shame, but this is the way I've kitted them out. I've got the dual turbo lasers and the Inferno cannon. This one is, I'd say, quite straightforward in its carapace. I've gone for the standard sort of shin armour. I've gone for a fancy carapace there with the shield and some scroll writing. I guess if I needed to replay that, I probably would have exchanged this carapace armour piece with the other one, because it's got quite standard shin armour plates. But the detail, I mean, these models and the Knights in particular really remind me of, if anybody's ever seen the film Johnny 5, where there's this incredible robot. The film was way ahead of its time, and then in the second one, it's not really a spoiler because it's the start of the second one, just hit it up into YouTube, type in Johnny 5 number 2 or whatever, and at the start of the film you've got mini versions of this quite iconic tracked robot, and this is what they remind me of. They kind of, you know, took the normal 28mm Titans and they made them really cute and put them like this. Now, pose wise, you can articulate some of the hips and the legs somewhat. The feet go in a couple of poses. You can rotate the hips, so you can magnetize there and have it move about. I guess you could kind of magnetize the head if you wanted to. You could leave the carapace off. You've got the void shields. I wouldn't recommend magnetizing them. They're tiny, that would probably lose them. But it's a very accurate rendition of a full-size Titan, of which we'll have a look in a moment. But that's one of them. This is the other one. I've kitted this one out pretty much in the same way that mine is. The main difference, though, with these weapons from the 28mm scale is the weapons are usually for left or right use only, and not ambidextrous, I wanna say, or universal. So what I mean by that is the armor plating typically follows the line backwards on the left or right. Especially on the Vulcan Mega Bolter, you can really see that, but these kind of cut off halfway, which means you can use them at either arm. But this one has the more fancy shin armour, and it also has different thigh plates, a different loin plate. But the Vulcan Mega Bolters, there's plenty of detail there. They've even got little dints in them too, which I don't think that I drilled in. I think that was already pre-done. So yeah, a fair amount of detail there. Head-wise, they are exactly the same, both of the heads. Can't see any difference in those. But yeah, the main difference you'll have is picking the different weapons for them, the different carapaces, the leg armor plates and the loin armor, and that's it. I mean, the skeleton is the same, the carapace is the same as well, the back is all the same. If you look at the poses, this one's got its left foot off the ground, this one's got its right foot. You're going to have a similar kind of case with 2 more if you were going to get 2 more. I will be picking up 2 more at some point. Maybe I'll put an Ursus claw on there, but who knows, we'll see. Okay, so size comparisons then. Let's start off with the smallest Adeptus Titanicus that we have, which is just a normal knight. And these are very, very accurate compared to their full-size counterparts. Knights are about that size compared to a Warhound in, I say real life, in the normal scale. Then you've got a Knight Lancer. Again, a Knight Lancer still isn't the height of a Warhound Titan. Whereas the Porphyrion, this is where things get interesting. The Porphyrion is sort of the same height. It depends on the pose of the Warhound, but it's pretty much up there. I would classify them as the same height, but the Warhound just has that much bulk going for it, and is, yeah, incredibly quicker. I mean, it's one of the fastest Titans out there, really. In terms of its speed, it can go from 0 to full speed in a matter of seconds. Very, very fast Scout Titan, but that's where they measure up. Let's go towards the Battle Titans then. You've got both the Reaver right there, which is, yeah, again, just looking at my models, the carapace goes up to almost the chin of the Reaver, and then we'll go for something a bit bigger. Let's have the Nemesis Warbringer Titan right there. Again, that is extremely accurate. The Warbringer is almost as tall as the Warlord. And then finally, let's bring in the said Warlord Titan right here. So that's where this little Warhound sort of sits with all of the Battle Titans. I think that's an incredible shot there. Really gives you an idea of the scale of these Titans, and I can't wait to see what GW have in store for this new Titan that they're about to announce. So there you go. That is the size of a Warhound Titan to all of the Battle Titans. Of course, I do have full-scale versions of all of these, and you won't have to wait too long before I do some size comparisons with them all and give you full reviews of the big Titans. Before I show you the size comparisons between the actual size Titans, let me just bring in the typical 40k models that I usually use, and they are right here. So yeah, you've got a normal Space Marine, you've got a Primaris, and you've got Slime Marbo. I want to say that these Warhound Titans are about the same size as an older Dreadnought. That's the feel that I'm getting off of them. Maybe you could use them for Adeptus Mechanicus, but the thing is about using any of these Adeptus Titanicus Titans as Knights or Dreadnoughts or whatever, is that everything's to scale. So the nuts and bolts are to scale, the weapons are to scale. It's going to be very hard to pull off, but there you go. Yeah, compared to a Primaris, they are taller than a Primaris, so there you go. However, let's have a look at them compared to full-size Titans. So here we have the 2 Mars pattern Warhound Titans next to their 28mm scale counterparts, or the full-size Warhound Titans. As you can see, especially with the Mars pattern over here, very, very accurate representation. So if you are after a Warhound Titan but you can't afford or you can't justify the price of full-size resin kit, then yeah, spending the £40 for a pair of them and using them in a different gaming system that's just about Titans may well be the best route. And the beauty about that game is it's Titans, so you only really need a couple of Warhounds, a Reaver or 2 and a Warlord, and you're set to go. You don't have to spend too much on your little Titan Legio if you don't want to play some games. So I can't recommend them enough. If you were to pick them up, I'll definitely be picking up another set of them at some point. But what do you guys think of these Mars pattern Titans? The one thing I do wish Games Workshop had invested in was the different Forge Worlds of Titans. They've done the Mars pattern Titans now. I really would have wished them to have expanded with Adeptus Titanicus and bring out different Forge Worlds like Metallica, like Riser, like Lucius, obviously, to bring other Titans, because in a way, as much as I love these mini versions of the full-size Titans, it would have also been nice to see Games Workshop branch out and bring us different Forge Worlds versions of these iconic war machines. What do you guys think of the Warhound Titans? Please do put your thoughts and opinions down below. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.